America's military mission is global, and everywhere the mission takes them, from bases and training facilities here at home to the most distant front lines, our armed services require energy, and lots of it. Everything from launching a cruise missile to cooking a hot meal, from heating facilities and barracks to delivering humanitarian aid and decisive firepower, depends on a steady flow of energy products to thousands of locations and military units worldwide. Maintaining this flow from refinery to customer demands special expertise. For that expertise, the Department of Defense and dozens of other departments and agencies turn to one organization, DESC, the Defense Logistic Agency's Defense Energy Support Center. Starting with World War II, the importance, complexity, and sheer volume of military fuel requirements grew dramatically. And over the decades, that organization and its responsibilities have grown with them, evolving in what is today DESC, the world's largest purchaser of energy supplies and services. DESC procures and ensures delivery of some 5.5 billion gallons of fuel a year. And while U.S. warfighters remain its primary and most important customers, the organization purchases energy products ranging from petroleum and natural gas to electricity and rocket fuel on behalf of more than 24,000 customers in all. DESC's Nerve Center is at its headquarters at Fort Belvoir, Virginia. From here, strategic planning, direction, and support flow to a network of regional offices, serving the Americas, the Pacific region, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. This regional structure provides essential management of the real heart of DESC operations. The more than 700 commercial and military facilities worldwide where DESC stores the energy products it purchases and from which it distributes those products to its customers. DESC maintains ownership of these products from the time they leave the refinery until they go into the customer's fuel tanks. To protect its investment and that of its customers, DESC manages and ensures the quality of these products in transit. Although DESC provides customers with everything from synthetic fuels to electricity, military specification jet fuels and marine fuels make up the bulk of its business. Rigorous competition ensures DoD the lowest prices, not just for the products themselves, but for all storage and transportation costs as well. Quality is an important part of DESC supply chain management, and steps are taken to verify that every product meets or exceeds military specifications before it is shipped. Particularly in the U.S., most DESC purchased fuels move through commercial pipelines, such as the Colonial Pipeline that runs from Houston, Texas up the East Coast as far as Linden, New Jersey. Leasing time on commercial pipelines enables high-volume deliveries of fuel to locations all along the pipeline's route. As with other forms of transport, DESC maintains ownership and stewardship of the fuel in transit. And at each delivery point along the way, whether a military base or a storage terminal, testing is done to assure that what comes out of the pipeline is of the same quality as what went in. DESC also maintains responsibility for fuels in storage. Its worldwide network of almost 700 defense fuel support points, some operated by commercial companies under DESC contracts, others by military service partners, maintain fuel supplies where they are needed most. And DESC does more for its defense fuel support points than just deliver fuel. When Hurricane Isabel crippled the Craney Island terminal, DESC responded instantly, providing contractors and equipment to repair the damage in record time and get petroleum flowing again. DESC's overseas efforts rely on the same combination of effective purchasing, strong management, meticulous quality control, and reliable partners to ensure safe storage and timely delivery. As a result, DESC is able to provide a steady flow of high-quality fuel to its most important customers, U.S. and allied warfighters engaged in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. The competencies and resources that enable DESC to serve warfighters in theater have proven equally valuable in responding to humanitarian crises. Within days of the devastating tsunami in Indonesia, DESC's Pacific region had a team on the ground, leading the emergency fuel supply operations that enabled rescue and relief personnel to reach victims with desperately needed supplies and services. In addition to military specification fuels, DESC also provides commercial fuels to a broad spectrum of customers. Through direct delivery contracts, DESC arranges for local petroleum distributors to provide gasoline, diesel, heating fuels, and alternative fuels to military bases and federal civilian locations all over the globe. At commercial airports, it manages similar contracts that make fuel available to military and federal aircraft. It does the same at seaports and along inland waterways, providing marine fuels to military and federal ships and small craft. And to make these programs even more convenient, DESC manages the DoD fuel card programs for acquiring commercial fuels at retail sites. At more than 7,000 commercial airports, DoD and federal customers can use DESC's Air Card to purchase commercial aviation fuel and services. A corresponding Sea Card program can be used at marine bunkering facilities. And DESC's DoD Fleet Card allows DoD vehicles to purchase fuel and vehicle services at over 200,000 commercial service stations. When Fort Rucker decided to privatize its utility operations, it turned to DESC for assistance. The DESC team gathered and evaluated proposals from vendors, negotiated a long-term contract, and worked closely with a local power company to implement a smooth transition from a base-operated to a contractor-operated utility system. DESC is committed to superior service in support of its customers, helping to maintain fuel system infrastructure, achieve environmental compliance, and ensure safe operations of fuel facilities. Trained personnel are available to assist in keeping fuel facilities in proper operating condition, and at the same time safeguarding the public and the environment. But what about the future? Growing scientific knowledge points to the need for new fuels that balance the world's energy requirements with this environmental stewardship. And DESC is already leading federal efforts to develop and adopt such fuels. The Department of Defense, DoD, is increasingly looking at other options and is pursuing efforts in areas of synthetic fuels initiatives. DESC will be at the ready to provide support when needed. In war and in peace, at home and overseas, for military readiness, humanitarian relief, and programs of national importance. DESC continues to provide the best energy solutions at the best prices, delivered at the right place, right on time. It is a proud tradition, a tradition of energizing the U.S. mission worldwide.